franc, I've paid my dues. All I want is to win, win. Make nobody see me finish. Out there with my day ones. Diving into different locations. Don't worry about my occupation. Cause boys saying I need no application. I just want to party.
There's no better time of year than the holiday. For NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And on the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Grizzlies will look to their home court advantage. Just one game here in Memphis.
And we know these two teams have some history between them. Should make for a fun contest.
Yeah, it's a game both teams get up for, regardless of recent records.
All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Now here's Williams. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. We've got a timeout call by Taylor Jenkins. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Now Edwards. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. The kick out to Williams. Back to Edwards. Shoots the three. And the three ball is good.
Well, you have to be careful with Edwards on the arc because he is completely fearless.
And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
And Drummond throws it down.
Once Drummond gets the ball there, you can kiss it goodbye.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. To the paint. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert.
You know, you're going to have success when you start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Kicks it out to Banchero. A three-pointer off the mark. Grizzlies off to a quick start here. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Greg Popovich is guiding a young Spurs team that's hoping to return this franchise to the dominance that saw 5 titles since 1999. Pop said the standards haven't changed. Be very direct, demand, be fair, and love them. They got to know you care about them. So it's all the same formula from 25 years ago to today. Kevin?
It's an interesting story, David. Thank you. And, of course, as a Hall of Famer, you bringing that to us? Perfect. Here's Edwards. Outside for Randall. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Spurs trail by 7. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Banchero, right side. And Wagner has it in the corner. 6 to shoot. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. From past the arc. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. Here's Edwards. And he draws body contact. Looked like a blocking foul, and he was in the shooting motion. So he'll head to the free throw line.
Well, we know Edwards has an outstanding skill set, but what makes him truly special is his competitive will and ability to handle high-pressure moments. We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Up and in on the layup.
Well, with the size that Cunningham has, he is a real handful inside.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Outside Irving. Pass to Randall. And stolen by Wagner. With the teardrop. And Cunningham with a nice bucket inside. Cunningham's got 6.
Great touch there from Cunningham. He's so skilled.
Back to Smith. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Grizzlies lead by 5. Live from the FedEx Forum. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at the Grizzlies' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, we're not surprised by this. These guys work hard, and they are visible.
And that one, good. Randall's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for Memphis.
And how about the touch there inside? And that's where Randall likes to get the ball. And you can see why.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
The all-time leader in NBA wins, of course, the great Spurs coach, Greg Popovich. So here is a guy who's a peer. What makes him so special, Stan?
Well, first of all, Greg Popovich is not a peer of mine, Kevin. I would never be that presumptuous. This guy is an absolute icon in the coaching world. I think from the outside, I think what makes him so special is he's never looked at himself that way. He's never rested on his laurels. He's a guy that's always evolving and trying to get better.
I love that assessment, but I do think that is true.
Not in any way.
The corner 3 by Kyrie. There's a nice ring to it.
Here's Wagner. Pass to Drummond. Cunningham with it. Back to Drummond. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
Yeah, it's definitely a momentum shifter, but it's time to refocus, make smart decisions, and start fighting their way back.
Over in the corner, Randall. Out to Edwards. Outside, Williams. 4 on the clock. Here's Irving. Rebound, Andre Drummond.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
Drummond, a screen. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And it's Memphis on the break. Here's Edwards. Edwards careening his way to the rim. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Grizzlies?
Well, their coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And let's also give them some credit for running the pick so well. They're making the most of their chances to score in transition.
Greg, you love this topic more than anyone. When you think about the best ball handlers of all time, where does Kyrie Irving rank on... your list?
Well, you know, I think, Kevin, he's at the very top. I've never seen anyone else pull off some of the things he does. Certainly makes a strong case for the best ever.
Williams up on top. In the corner, Smith with it. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And the rejection by Smith. Man in the corner. Pass to Wagner. Tries again. And here's the fast break. Randall leading it all the way. And a wide open look for Irving. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall.
Some of the fastest hands in the league right now. Kyrie knowing he has to get rid of it.
Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
And the Grizzlies leading by 10. Edwards with it. He has 7. To the inside. Here's Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
One of the best in the business, absolutely. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Irving surveying the floor. Down low. Here's Williams. Rebound San Antonio.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
And when Gobert is playing with this kind of aggression on that end, there aren't many better at defending it.
Back to Banchero. To the middle. Here's Drummond. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Memphis. What a rise for Taylor Jenkins, working his way, Stan, from the G League assistant there to NBA assistant and now to NBA head coach. Wow.
Wow is right, Kevin. And Taylor Jenkins, one of the best coaches in the NBA. This is a guy who just kept grinding and learning. I think sometimes coaches get too concerned about when they're going to get their opportunity. Taylor Jenkins was always concerned about being ready when his opportunity came.
I think you and I are alike. We root for the grinders, don't we?
Told Brody when he lost and they gave him all day. Collect card, pick it up, feel him smiling through the phone. Told me keep my feet on his till he come home. You know it's on. If we locked in, ain't no switching up. Brody came home, went to pick him up. My man's I'm riding with a picture of. Shoot back to the crib, went track hard, got it tinted up. Caught him off. Now he in a falling off.